Hello everybody, Shayla here, and today we have a bit of pre-Karazhan 40 discussion. Now, there's a lot that we do not know going into this, so a lot of what I have to discuss today is going to be theoretical and just my guess on what we have to look forward to. So take everything with a grain of salt. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna be going through Stormwind Vaults over here with some buddies. We were trying to farm an offhand, a haste offhand for one of my druid guildmates over here. And we have this neat little method to skip past the mobs. And towards the end of the video, you're going to see me solo farming this just for the blues at the end, and there's a chance at a fashion token. It's a neat little farm. But yeah, so Kara 40 is coming up, and as you can see, I've changed my race to High Elf, and the reason I've changed to High Elf is because there is a rumor that one of the bosses in Kara 40 has a mana drain. And Blood Elf has a neat little racial ability. It's called Quel'Dorei Meditation, and it allows them to regenerate mana, 10% mana, I think, over about 3 seconds on a 3-minute cooldown. So if you were to go and you were to cast that, you would immediately get 10% of your mana. Combine that with potions and tea, and you can easily get 50% mana from 0 mana. Factor in your arcane resistance gear. You're looking at, you can conserve your mana as much as possible if you were to be mana burned or if you were to get mana drained. All you'd have to do is make sure you had your arcane resistance gear on and, just Quel'Dorei Meditation, and then pop that tea, and then your major mana potion, and then you have 50% mana, and you're back in business. I think I also have a few mana regeneration items, such as the Verdant Dreamer's chest plate, and there's a ring that drops off of, we call him Stinky Eel Boy, but the Moss boss in Naxxramas, the one who does not let you heal for 2 minutes, you can only heal once. He drops a ring that gives you 10% mana regeneration, and usually people vendor or disenchant it. However, I'm going to be using that on my arcane resistance set, so I'll have 15% mana regeneration during combat, combined with about 110 arcane resistance. I'm going to try to increase that. I'm still working on getting the enchants on my arcane resist gear. I have the gear itself, but I still need to enchant it with arcane resistance. However, in order to do that, I have to do contribution to the church, which is it takes 15 arcane essences, which they ballooned in price since Kara 40 got announced. And then there's also the arcane essences just to get the gear made. I think it took like another 15 arcane essences and a bunch of Arcanite and a bunch of, other expensive mats like rugged core leather or rugged cured hide or whatever. Prices are going up. There's already inflation in the market as far as the auction house is concerned. So right now people are spending a lot of time farming, both farming in Kara 10 for arcane essences and the items they need to get their arcane enchants. I forget what the Bind on Pickup Blue item is called, but everybody is in Kara, just farming as much arcane resistance materials as possible. I'm very close to finishing my contribution to the church, so I should get those arcane enchantments on my arcane resistance gear. Now for healer, I have purchased myself through the help of a guildmate the male class, the male set, so it's going to give you increased healing and arcane resistance, so I'm excited about that. So now additionally, you're gonna find that while the prices are going up, we could potentially see a bunch of new players coming in within this week and then in the next coming week, up until Kara 40 is announced, and we start to get footage of the inside. If we've got people streaming the new raid that's going to inspire new players to come over. So just get ready for increased population. I know when the High Jaw patch dropped, the population soared to about 10,000 and there were queues. What I'm hoping is that Telebeam absorbs a lot of the newer players, and Telebeam could use the players. So I'm hoping that newer players go to the Telebeam server. I'm hoping, usually players gravitate towards, the more populated server. So it's wishful thinking. I do understand that we're most likely going to see increased population along with increased prices. So what I'm saying is prepare yourself, prepare to see a busier world, prepare to see less herb and mining nodes. And maybe prepared to see, gold selling, spamming world chat, and prepared to see some of the stuff that we stopped seeing around the time High Jaw came out. Just because when the population increases, new players come, that means, more potential for real money traders. So it's just going to be crazy in the next coming week. So just mentally prepare yourself for the craziness. If you do not have a good relationship with your guild alchemists, now is the time. Consumes are going up in price, so you're going to want to get as many consumes, as many potions and elixirs as you can made in-house. You want to get your grinding stones, your elemental stones made in-house because the prices are going up. So if you can get a discount on those by just paying material cost only and maybe a tip to your guildmate, that's probably going to be your best bet. Just until, people have Kara 40 on farm and prices start to chill out, because I don't know what the price of a flask of Titans or, a flask of Supreme Power is, but I'm sure it's gone up in the past 2 weeks or so. As far as Paladin specific stuff, I've heard a rumor that they are reverting Holy Shock to sort of like the way it was before. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not. I hope this is true, because a lot of you don't know, I am a Shockadin. Up until the last patch, when they removed the damage off of Holy Shock, that was the way I preferred to play. I have see all this gear in my bags. Most of that gear was collected with the intention of, Shayla being a Shockadin. Unfortunately, we cannot play a Shockadin right now. Holy Shock does not do damage. However, it's still functional. I do have a decent time playing as Red, and I was able to, figure out something new with this time on target Templar build, that I've been playing as for the past few months. But originally I had made this character with the intention of them being Shockadin. So if they restore those changes, I'm going to be a very happy camper, and you will probably get a lot of very enthusiastic, very, very gleeful PvP videos of me, just doing my thing and just pawning noobs as Shockadin, which I look forward to. So here's hoping that they institute those changes. Now is also a good time to maybe get an alt. Start an alt up. That way, once you are doing Kara and you've logged out, because you're going to be doing Kara progression. You're going to be farming gold for consumes, and then you're probably not going to be wanting to play your character a lot because you're so tired of playing your character. A good way to just keep the game fresh and keep yourself from not burning out. Try a class you never thought about trying before. Maybe on the other faction. Like for me, I guess that would be maybe a warlock. You know, maybe I'll make a troll warlock or something like that. Warlock is fantastic. It's just it's not one of the classes that I am very focused on right now. Like I would like to level a mage next, and then another paladin, one just for farming. I want a mage and a paladin for farming, so I can multi-box and dire maul and things like that, and disenchant things on one character and then mine on the other, and then get the herbing node. So one character for mining and blacksmithing, so I'm going to have a swordsmith because I'm armor smith currently, and then the other character for enchanting and herbing, so I can just have them permanently parked outside of dire maul, and then we can do that whole thing because gold is starting to become an issue. That's something I'm running into right now, especially with the frenzy in the market right now with the new patch. But that's where I'm going to end it today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Peace.